welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today is part 2 of my house hunting journey. As we left off, I told you I did put an offer on one of the houses in my last video. If you want to see what that was, go look at it. It was a mansion. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely go check that one out. But today we have, I think I have 5 more houses that we went and viewed. Sorry, my energy is a lot more lower. It's been very stressful doing this house hunt. Yeah, bear with me. I will let you know what happened with that offer, but also I'll let you know everything else. We're just gonna jump right into it because apparently I cannot speak. Like I said, this house hunting journey has been a lot. So, okay, so as you see here, this is also another house that we went to view. I don't know what number, this might have been like the 8th or 10th house that we've seen. It was a really big house and lovely, actually. The curb appeal was lovely, the neighborhood was lovely, the inside had a lot of detail. It was a bit more of an older character house. I feel like what your parents or someone would have had. The bedrooms were really large and nice. There was a walk-in closet. That's what was on my list of things that I wanted. That door actually led into the ensuite bathroom, but they blocked it off, so you have to go through the bathroom to go into it, which is cool to have 2 entrances. It was a very salmon color bathroom. It reminded me of my apartment before I redid it. I had a really nice deep tub, but again, that was definitely on my list of things that I wanted for this place. And had a nice shower. It was obviously dated, but it still had character and had enough things for me to fix. It was a bit of a maze to get around to find the other rooms, but all the rooms were pretty decent size. This other guest room was a nice big size. It could be a filming room, could be a closet, glam room, whatever. It also had a nice, lovely, large walk-in closet that I was like, ooh, this is a good plus. Storage was key for me. And all these rooms had lovely storage and bathrooms in it. And every single bathroom in this house actually had an amazingly deep tub. Usually it's just the master bathroom that has a deep tub, but this one had a deep tub in every single bathroom. And this one here also had a linen closet. There was walk-in closets. It had so much storage in this house. Again, big bathroom. This is the 3rd bathroom on this floor. And a deep soaker tub. I don't think I'm going to bathe in every single one, but it's cool to have. And this is another bedroom. So basically we're gonna go through the houses with you and tell you what I like and dislike and what ones I put an offer on. But every house that we've seen all had like a certain curb appeal or something that I'm like, ooh, this is really lovely. So yeah, I did like that this house, when I say storage, it had storage. Like it had enough closets, it had enough shelves. It thought of it for it was a family house, so that made sense. There was an office also downstairs, which was a plus, which was also on my extra list. It had a large walk-in mirrored closet, large closets on the lower level for when you walk in. Had laundry off of the garage, and then here's like a living room. A huge fireplace. It kind of reminds me of the fireplace I seen in that other house that I viewed. And a lovely kitchen. It's not as tall as ceilings, but it is still a beautiful house, and the kitchen was really nice. A lot of character to it. So yeah, the basement was really big also. Again, this house was a bit of a maze. It was really big, but also just a lot of turns, corners, and doors everywhere. There was like an office space or just a storage space or something. There's a room down there, but they use it as storage. And one thing I love about this house also, as I loved about the house we put an offer in, is it had a sauna. So many of the houses we viewed had a sauna in it, which was, again, a plus because then I could tell my boyfriend he doesn't have to leave. It was a bit smaller, but only problem is, one thing we noticed that there was black mold on the bottom of the sauna, and then we noticed there was a bit of mold throughout the basement. And I already deal with enough health issues. We just couldn't chance it, especially if it's been there. It's like, you guys didn't take care of it before people viewing it. It's like, are you actually going to? So we did not chance it. There was, even on the floors were warped. In that little clip there, you'll see like the warping on the ground. There was a bar. Again, this would have been a contender if it wasn't for the black mold. Once we seen the black mold and seen the floors were warping in the basement, it was kind of a no, just because black mold is a very big health risk. It is a thing you have to take very serious. But it was a lovely home. Like when I first went in there, I was like, it was checking off so many of the boxes. The ceilings weren't as tall as I would have liked it to be, but they were still, you know, 8 foot tall, 8 or 9 foot tall. I think the basement was 8 foot tall, but like upstairs was 9 foot and stuff like that. So it still was a decent size height. And then yeah, the basement basically wraps all around and then brings you upstairs. But again, this house would have been a contender if it wasn't for the mold having the sauna, and it wasn't as big as the house we put an offer on, but it was still a good size. Every room, every bathtub, it had everything we wanted. But now this house here, oh my God, I loved it. It had so much character and so much charm. This is like the, I guess, living room, family room, but there's another one that you'll see afterwards. This is different. This house has all the charm and all the quirkiness anyone could live for. I can't even think of words because I was so excited for this house. So you go off and you see the dining room, and then off the dining room you have the kitchen, and off the kitchen you have an indoor pool. An indoor pool once you go in, and it's massive. It's not like a little tiny little pool or whatever. It's a whole indoor pool. I love this little thing that you walk into the pool area. I'm like, that would be cute to have breakfast in and sit in there and put like curtains all around just to make it its own little oasis. But inside the pool room, it's obviously dated because it's an older house, but it's huge. Think of the parties there. Think of just swimming, relaxing all season long. You can go. There's a hot tub. There's a pool room in the back also. And it has so much light. Like, it has doors and doors and doors leading across. So if you want to let air in or if you have company, I love it. There's the back pool room has showers and stalls in it. You would think this is like a community center, honestly, for how large it is. I'm gonna put my glasses on for a little bit. Sorry guys, so I can see what I'm talking to you guys about because you're sitting so far away. We did notice though also here there was mold in the pool room. There wasn't any mold anywhere else. It was just in this one pool room, but it looks like stuff was leaning against the wall. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but the rest of the house was fine. And it's so far away from the house. So there's that. We can just close that door off or something. But the backyard, when I tell you a large backyard, this is what I mean. It was like an acre long of a backyard. I didn't even show all of it on camera because it was so huge. Like, the backyard was so massive. It had its own playground in it. There was so much space from where the pool area is. And yeah, so we went back into this is the kitchen. I love the kitchen. It had so much character. The knobs actually were like forks and knives, or like spoon and forks, whatever, on it. This is the other living room. It has like a drop down, and it's so cute. Like, again, just some paint, fix it, and play with the character in this house was very exciting. Our friends there, they actually were talking about potentially getting married on the property because they're engaged. They're like, ooh, this would be great because the backyard was huge. The basement was also very nice and a lot of storage space. They had a lot of stuffed animals in this house, like a lot stuffed animals everywhere. And this year would have been cool to make like a lounge area for people to hang out and have fun, and you can just, you know, it was a cool, not party house per se, because I don't party. I also don't have enough friends to party with, but it was very much like you would want company over, and you would have stuff for your company to do. Anyways, down here I'm thinking this could have been a theater room because it's off the basement and still an area where everyone can hang out and you can just stream, or I could film in this room and make it a craft area because it had so much storage in there. The master bathroom was lovely. The only con is it did not have a bathtub. The only con to this place is it did not have a bathtub. It had one bathtub, and that bathtub was small, like my apartment bathtub, and old like that, but everything else was nice and updated. The tiling obviously was not my personal taste, but the house itself had so many things that I could play with. Like, I could fix the tiling and cover it up, but that was the con. There was no tub, and I was like, damn. But I'm like, technically there's a big tub, the pool. The rooms were all really nice sizes. There was a nice office space up there. There's also an office space downstairs that I just forgot that I didn't film, but it was all wood and like very like, think of like a businessman, old-time businessman with all the wood walls with the paneling and everything looking into the pool room. I forgot to film that one, but really loved it. We did put an offer on that house, and again, and then this one here, oh my god. Okay, this house here I loved with all my heart. The character, the personality, the aesthetics was so me down to the core. Like, it was just, it gave me walking down in my princess vibes. Like, it was gorgeous. The molding everywhere, the fireplace, the detailing, like, oh, this house was just everything. It was breathtaking. It was unreal, like the detail in this house. This is like the living room, but look at the pillars, look at the window, look at the private backyard. Like, look at this detailing on here. It is gorgeous. I'm sorry, is there a lot of reflection from my glasses? The dining room, now this is a bit controversial. Some people love this dining room, some people hate this dining room because of the wallpaper matching the curtains. I love that kind of thing. Like, I love when things are all matchy-matchy like that. It was so cute and cool. The kitchen was very cute. It wasn't a huge kitchen, but it still felt very big and airy. There was no island though, but I didn't care necessarily because of the rest of the house with all the character. They had nice appliances. The stove though was very small. Not stove, sorry. The oven was very small. It wasn't big enough like if you wanted to cook a turkey or anything for holidays. Look at the wallpaper in this little eat-in kitchen area. It's just so quirky and so cute. Like, I love it so much. And here's like the family room. So this is where you would put like your TV and things like that and hang out with people in your family. It does look out into the yard. But yeah, the kitchen, love. This here is the master bedroom, and it's almost like a bowling alley. It's so long. It's big, but it's so, so long. And then it has a walk-in closet. This is the, oh, did I not get, okay, I missed the footage of the bathroom. But this is the guest bedrooms. There was, I believe, 4 or 5 bedrooms in this house. They were all pretty decent size. They all had a ensuite, and then the basement was cool. They had this like bar area that had a hidden wall behind that I forgot to shoot, I guess, or couldn't find the footage, but there's like a hidden door behind the bar, and it leads into like a storage space, and you can like go down into the basement. It was pretty cool. And the basement had like a bunch of other cool things in there. But like, I love this house. That's why I'm just like panning at it so many times. I'm like, this is a beautiful house. We want to put an offer on this house. They told us to hold off for now because this is also for sale. And so like they're contemplating if they want to sell it or if they want to rent it. I just want to live there. I just want to live there. There's also a pool in the backyard. There is a lovely There's a lovely side of the house also where I can do my gardening. There's a little pergola in the backyard. I'm so surprised I didn't get all the footage, but I think because I was just so in awe of the house that I didn't film that much. But if you can see the character and detail from that part of the house, you would see the character and detail all around. Like, the pool was just so gorgeous, and it was so private, and like, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. Like, the curb appeal, the neighborhood was very quiet, and just, I loved it. Now this house here, it's a bit of a smaller house. This house here was more in the heart of the city, so it was a bit smaller. It was more older. And again, I don't mind older houses. I just don't like when they feel old in the sense of like things creaking and falling apart, because all the houses I've shown you were very old, but they were taken care of. This was really beautiful. It had a private backyard. It's not as big, but still lovely. The kitchen was updated. The appliances were updated. The master bathroom was gorgeous. For some reason, everyone missed the master bathroom. I was the only one that went in there and seen it, and I told them, I'm like, you guys, did you guys see that? Because they looked at the other bathrooms, but like the way the door, I guess, was hidden in the master bedroom, they didn't look at it. But I also think my boyfriend and everyone else was just like not into this house because of all the other houses that we've seen, that it was just like wasn't getting them. But it was a beautiful house in the city, like really in the heart of the city. But I think, again, when you have a house that looks like the other ones that I've showed you, or the ones that we put listings on, and then seeing that house, it's kind of like, do we want to live there? Like, you know, bang for your buck type of thing. So yeah, it was a cute house. But we didn't put an offer on that one, but we did try to put an offer on the one, and then we did put an offer on the first one that I told you about. And then we have, so 3 offers basically we want to be doing, or 2 offers we have, 1 offer pending. Okay. For this next house, I would definitely say it's more, I was gonna say eclectic, but I don't know what to call it. It was a very mixed matchy house. There was different flooring everywhere. There was different, just, it was confused. So the kitchen was interesting. The style was like more modern-ish, but it was, I don't know, didn't really personally care for the vibe of it. This is supposed to be like a dining room / office area. I'm not really sure, but it's really tiny, so I feel like it can only be an office. This would be like maybe a living room. And then you go down the hall, there's a bathroom that was weirdly dirty, but like I didn't understand why. Like there was dirty cloth. It was just kind of like the house was empty, so you would think everything should be clean. But there's like a ringer on the toilet and everything. I don't really know. And then you would lead from there. There was the leading towards the garage and basement that they were doing construction on still. And there was unit laundry. Sorry, I'm just trying to like remember, like, you know when you're not really feeling something, so you're like, I don't know. So yeah, there was in the unit laundry. The basement was being worked on. It was a small 2-car garage, I believe. Or was it 1 car? No, I think it was 2 car. This is the master bedroom, or primary bedroom, sorry. And they updated the countertops, but it didn't really match anything else. It was kind of like, you know, when someone's flipping something, so they just kind of pick random things instead of thinking like, okay, let's focus on this and then focus on this. It was just kind of like a bunch of updated, but then really, really old. And then like, they didn't pick something that would complement it. They kind of just picked what they thought was trendy. So it just didn't make sense. The rooms were quite tiny in here. So yeah, I don't know. There wasn't that much storage. The rooms were kind of small. All the floors were a bit different. It was a bit mismatchy. Like I like older homes, but I like older homes with personality. Not, I don't know. I just really wasn't feeling this one, to be honest. Wasn't the vibe that we were personally going for. The rooms, like if I'm trying to film also, I would like to have a certain amount of distance. I could put my camera and lighting, and everything felt like I would be so close and so tight. And again, like if you've seen the other 2 houses that I just showed you, it doesn't compare. But it was really nice to have this little window showing in light. There was a lot of light that did come into this house. That is a plus. It was a corner unit, so like there was no other houses like blocking you or like taking up your light. So that was nice because it allowed a lot of sunlight to come in. It just wasn't for us personally. So yeah. I don't like to talk bad about people's properties. It's just not personally our preference. If you've seen the house, like I like character, I like older, I like something different, or something that you're like, this is not normally a house you would see. So, you know, that explains the 3 houses that I did put an offer on. This house here, we actually did really love. It was more of a normal house, and I say normal because it's not having all the grand detailing and all that stuff and cathedral type of looking things, but it was a beautiful home. It was a bit of an older home, or I would say like, not older actually, I would say it's more like no older than 15-20 years, I would say. It had a backyard. It was on the end of the street, so you get all of the sunlight coming in. There was laundry, a 2-car garage, and it also had enough space for me to do projects and things. Like it was updated enough where it made sense to live there, but then it had enough projects around where it's like it made sense for me to DIY things still. So it's like best of both worlds. And here it did have mismatched flooring, but not as much. Like it had the tiles and the stairs and the main floors that were only different, but it wasn't like every single room was different. So I could handle this setup instead of like how the other ones were. The basement was huge, honestly. It was really nice. I was like, ooh, you can do a gym in one of the parts of the basement, theater room. I could do crafting or an office. That's until there was cockroaches. There was roaches in the house. I haven't seen roaches in houses. I've seen like, yeah, no, I haven't seen roaches in houses. Like in apartments, yes, there's roaches in apartments because you can't control other people like living there. But I haven't seen roaches in an actual house before, personally. And I don't know, after that, I was like, that's going to be a no. That's going to be a no. We're trying to upgrade in life. We're not trying to struggle more and just live with roaches. But we did look at everything else. Like, again, this house, I would have said we would have put an offer in this house. But we did notice going through the rooms that there was a lot of pests besides just roaches. There was also a mouse problem. So this is one thing you want to make sure you check the house. Open the doors, open the cabinets, because it will tell you everything you need to know in a property by just looking around. Like not snooping, but just opening things up will tell you if there's certain things. So like in the electrical box, you'll see there's a bunch of mouse poop. There was literally a stack of mouse poop, and then I opened the other side of it and there was even more mouse poop. So they got roaches, they have mice. I don't know what else they have. But that was a no. That was a no. I don't want to be living with Mickey, and like, no. Like, the rooms had so much light though. The walls felt sturdy. You didn't feel like you were hearing everyone making noise from like a different room. Like, it was kind of a shame because we would have picked this house also. And there was storage and closets. I'm kind of sad because if there wasn't roaches and rats, then yeah, I don't like that there is the little attic thing. That scares me. But this is leading into the primary bedroom. And the tub was really big. There's a medicine cabinet. It was a decent sized bathroom. It wasn't anything special or to go run home about, but it was a decent size. There was one sink. We do want 2 sinks personally, just so we can all have our separate sinks. I did notice under the sink there was a leak. So that was also a problem because you don't want to build mold. You don't want to deal with that. There was some bathrooms that were renovated, some that weren't. Other than that, I don't know. It was a nice house. It was a nice house. It had great potential, but there were just so many factors of this house that did not work. But the rooms were so like bright. Every room you went into felt bright. The floors they did put in were actually quite nice. I like more of a lighter flooring, but the floors were very nice and updated. I'm just so disappointed in that. Like, when I seen the roaches and stuff, like, it was just, it's just a no. You could see over the balcony in this house and like it leads to like the front area of the house. It was just, I'm so disappointed because it was honestly very lovely. It was very lovely. I don't have any words or what else to say about this house except for I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm watching the house with you guys as it goes so I can like speak with you guys of what it looked like because we've seen so many houses. I think we've seen over 20 or more houses. Maybe it has to be over 20. I feel like I should count how many houses we viewed. But some houses was just like an absolute no. Some houses I was just so tired of like filming and like trying to document. My phone had no more storage. So I'm showing you like the best and the worst or like the best and the okay houses to like what we're looking at. But as of right now, we put in 2 offers and there's 1 pending because they said they want to figure out if they're going to sell, if they're going through with it. They looked at our application. They said everything looks great, that they are willing to take us in if they don't go through with the sale. And that is for that grand house with all of the pillars and things like that and like the beautiful, just the wallpaper house. There you go. For the wallpaper house, they said they'll get back to us. The house before that, with the indoor pool, we did put an offer in. They did really like us. The only thing is they're worried about certain insurance we'll have to get because of the pool and the liability with the pool. We're willing to like get any extra insurance we need to have that because if we don't get the insurance and they're saying they'll drain the pool and then we just don't get to use it, I'm like, that's kind of the only reason why we really want the house is that beautiful pool and how big the backyard is. But like living in Canada, you don't get to use the backyard as often, so the pool is a nice asset. And it doesn't have a bathtub that we would want to use. There's one tub, but it's not a soaker tub. Like I said, the bathtub is really key. So we did put an offer on that one. And unfortunately, that big mansion from part 1 when I showed you guys, if you guys haven't seen that, go look at that with the sauna, the filming room, the beautiful oasis backyard. That one there, we got outbid. We got outbid and I'm so sad. And I guess angry too. Someone bid $3,000 over what we were putting in, and at that point it was just going to be way too much because the house was already super expensive. And someone's like, oh, we'll pay this much instead. And I'm just like, hands are tied. Fair enough. Fair enough. We have seen a couple other houses that we did put offers in that I didn't show. Like I said, I didn't film everything. And we got denied because they wanted a more mature person to live there. We got outbid. There's houses that literally have been on the market. I will call my agent. Like, I will see it up on the listing that very minute. It will be less than 10 minutes old and instantly already got leased. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, how? You were just on. Sometimes it's because the leasing agent is also the representative, so they will just cross over and just do it themselves. So then it's like, why bother putting it online? But I guess maybe you have to. I'm not really sure. But But it's a war out here trying to get this damn houses. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we have one now lease ongoing and we have one pending, and both houses are very lovely. I personally love them. We do have a few more houses that we're gonna go look at. It's stressful. I feel bad for my agent. I feel bad for my boyfriend because he just wants this to be over with. I feel bad for myself because I'm also tired and want this to be over with. And it's just like when you find houses that you actually love, like there's not like, ooh, I like the house, but you love. It's just like you gotta stash it up. People are offering a year or 2 years in advance sometimes, and sometimes they're still getting denied. People are offering over the price and still getting denied. People, it's just, or you're just getting outbid, or it's just like they are not the right candidate because they want you to be older, and it's just so many different things. So hopefully we will find something soon, and like I said, my hopes were for summertime. I feel like it's not gonna happen. Personally, I'm getting worried now. It's been months of us searching, and moving in before summer, I feel like is not going to be the thing. And I'm gonna be very sad. Just because I wanna get doing the DIYs. I want us to be settled in before the holidays, before my birthday. I want, like, it's just, you know, summer would be great because you could have a housewarming party. People are still like not, like they're working, but they're still like have more vacation time. Really love for us to be settled in before summertime. It's just looking like it might be a bit harder, but again, they did like our application. They did like us. I did film or document my experience with us trying to get a house and vlogged it. I could potentially put it up. I just don't know if it'll be interesting having boxes all around you and just living out of things. So you're thinking, oh, we're gonna move and instantly ready to go. Like, it's just, that's not how it's happening. And we kind of shot the gun, but we didn't think it's gonna take months to find a place. We're like, we're renting, we're not buying. We did look into options about buying, and then we're like, you know what, no, like, let's slow down, let's rent. Because it's the first time we're really living together. So, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully the next video, we're in a moving truck, zooming down to our new house. Tell me which house do you guys actually like, though. I am interested to know, like, are you guys on the same page with me with like the type of house that I'm like, we're putting an offer in, or would you have put an offer on like the other ones? Like, I mean, one was a murder house that was kind of creepy with the blood thing in the last one. The other one is a roach infested house. The other one's mismatched. I feel like I'm doing well picking the ones that I picked, but let me know if you would have picked something else. And also let me know if you think we're gonna move in before summertime. Actually, no. I mean, yes. But comment below when you see this video, because I have a feeling that we're gonna miss the day of when we want to move out in summertime. I feel like it's gonna be like, I don't know when, but like, tell me what season it is, because this video, I'm not posting it till I get a house. I'm not posting till we get the house. So if you're seeing it, that means we found a house. Which one? My eyes are watering because of the stress. Which one? I don't know. So you guys let me know what house you think we got, if we got any. Am I staying at my apartment? Did I give up completely? I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. I have to go do things. I need to go relax and unstress. See you guys.